everybody. Welcome back. This is Miss Faye, and this is my world. All right, today we're going to talk about protecting yourself from spiritual attacks. How to protect yourself from spiritual attacks. Before we get started, I'd like to say welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to all the new viewers, new subscribers, and welcome to you who have been with me from the beginning. I really appreciate you. Let's dive into this topic. Spiritual attacks. A person can attack you spiritually just by the words that come out of their mouths. Your words are like spells and curses. These people don't have to go into a dark room and light a candle and blow it out of smoke to put a curse on you. They can speak it. And people are speaking curses every day. And many of them are hitting home. And why are they hitting home? Because you're not spiritually protected. That's why. And how would you know if you've been spiritually attacked? All right, there are several signs that let you know that. One sign is when your life starts going down the toilet. All of a sudden you broke. You can't pay your bills. Everything is a problem. You start losing money. That's a spiritual attack. You see? Now, whether it's karma or whether somebody spoke it to you, but if you were spiritually protected, you wouldn't have an issue like that. You see? Now, some other ways that you will know you are being spiritually attacked. Sudden and intense mood swings. You may feel overwhelmed by emotions such as fear, anger, sadness, or anxiety, even when there's no clear sign of it. You see, because there are a lot of jealous people in the world, and they'll shoot these spells to you, curses to you, because they feel like maybe something that you did that caused them some kind of pain or harm or injustice. So they'll start trying to ruin you with their curses. What do you do in a case like that? If you are spiritually protected, you don't need to bother. Because now what happens when your frequency is high and people throw these curses at you? Like you're in a protective bubble. Now you can feel the energy coming at you. I mean, it's almost like you can see it coming at you, but it only can come to the bubble. It can only hit the bubble. It can't hit you. But if you're not spiritually protected, which means that your frequency is low, it's gonna hit you and hit you hard. This way you're gonna react to it. You're gonna feel like you need to defend yourself. You understand? This is how you can tell really what level your frequency is on. When you're on a higher frequency, you can see it for what it is. You can understand it for what it is. You can understand people who are in a low vibration. They feel threatened because they are still in survival mode. They're still dwelling in the low chakras. And that's very low. It's almost animalistic. Where you do anything scratching for your survival. You don't see the world as having enough for everyone. You see, you feel like if you don't get your little piece of it, then you done missed out. Not seeing the abundance of life. All right. And this is why people will try to curse you and your name if they feel like you are a threat to them. All right. Now, these are some reasons why you might be spiritually attacked. All right. Another one is if you feel sudden depression or hopelessness, that too. what they're trying to do with what these curses will do. First, it'll bring it down, lower into the very lower chakras, where fear, you all of a sudden you don't feel good anymore. You're sad. You're angry because of the attack. You can't sleep. You can't rest. You see, it brought your frequency way down. You don't want that to happen. People realize that these are spiritual attacks. Now, some other spiritual attacks can be attached to an illness. They may wish some kind of illness on you, not realizing that these same people who curse you, if you're spiritually protected, it's going to boomerang. It'll come to you, but it cannot penetrate that protective wall. And it's going to bounce right and go right back to them, whatever they cursed you with. And if you're not spiritually protected, it probably will hit you. But remember, karma, whatever you put out, you're going to get back. So the person that's cursing and throwing those curses out, they're the people who are going to reap the karma of it anyway. And you don't have to see it, just know it. It's spiritual. You can't avoid it. It's the way that the universe works. Whatever you put out, it's going to come right back to you. If you put it out nasty, it's going to come back to you nasty. All right. And you think that you're hurting the other person when actually you are destroying yourself. Okay. All right. It can also cause some conflicts in a relationship. Somebody that, is jealous of you and, their eyes on you all the time. They're shooting you the evil eye and all that kind of, those are curses. Those are spells. And if you're not protected, all of a sudden, you'll start having trouble in your relationship and you don't know where it's coming from. All of a sudden, the whole relationship just falling apart and you have no idea what happened. You could have been spiritually attacked. All right, people. It's so important for you to raise your vibrational frequency toward the frequency of love. Come out of fear, anger, sadness, guilt, shame, all of that. Go toward love frequency. Be positive. Positive thoughts, positive actions, and your life will be positive. And people who have raised their frequencies, they don't sit around thinking about cursing other people. They look at people as a whole. Many of them are trying to help and try to send positive vibes into the universe. That's what it's all about. But if you are living your life in a very low frequency, you kind of like one of those crabs in a bucket. You feel like you got to fight for your existence. You do not believe that the universe supplies all for everyone. That's plenty. And, you hear people talk about, we are destroying the earth and after a while, there's not going to be any more land. That's why we're trying to go into space and all that kind of nonsense. People, that's fear being spouted to you. Yeah, don't believe it. If you go into your heart of hearts, you will know that it's a lie. The universe supplies all that you need. You need more land, the universe will make more land. You need more food, the universe will supply more food. The universe has the capability of sustaining the life on earth. Now, I don't know these other people. A lot of people feel like that they are in control of what happens here on earth. I say that's a spiritual attack. And they don't have control at all. They want you to believe that they have control. But people, negative energy can be coming from all sources. Because remember, we're in a spiritual warfare. But for you, educate yourself. Don't be afraid of education. You know, a lot of us, we don't want to read anything. So, we'll run off to our houses of worship on a Sunday, Saturday, or whatever day you go and listen to some John get up in front of you and spout something that he studied on a Saturday and tell you some nonsense about something stupid he saw on TV. You understand? That's a waste of time, people. You need to read. You need to educate yourself. And more than anything, you need to get on a spiritual path. I mean, a true spirit, not a religious path, but a spiritual path, so that you can connect with the divine energy, because that's what's going to change your life. And that's what's going to protect you from any kind of curses these people putting out. Even the darkest curses that people fire at you will not hurt you. And believe me, I've had some dark curses coming at me, but I'm protected. Nothing to worry about. Understand? But if I begin to doubt the power of the universe, the spiritual protection, that's fear, I will lose it. There's no doubt. I know how the universe works, and you should too. I wanted to read something that is in this book that, I have been recommending this to everyone. And I realize everybody's not ready. Some people just like living in the dark. They feel safer that way. When I was growing up, there was this saying, ignorance is bliss. I mean, if you can just stay ignorant, everything is cool. But then once you acquire some intelligence, people think it adds stress to your life. No, it doesn't. It can actually save your life. And this book of wisdom, this is volume 2. And it is so wonderful. You see, I've read mine so many times over and over. The information in here is priceless. If you really want to know who you are and all about the energies that could be coming at you and affecting your life, you really need to get this book. And again, I will leave a link in the description where you can get it. But I wanted to read here something that it said about these attacks. When your consciousness is attuned in higher spiritual states, the energy field that surrounds you naturally reflects elevated vibration. Consciousness and the energy field are deeply interconnected. And in many ways, they act as a mirror of each other. As your spiritual awareness grows, so does the strength of your energy field, making you less vulnerable to harmful spiritual forces and negative attacks. Now, this is the Book of Wisdom, Volume 2, and it's by Harry B. Joseph. I've been promoting this book for some time, and I will continue to do it because in my mind, it is like some of the best literature I have come across today. It lays out who you are, why you come here, and what it's all about. So I do recommend that if you want to know, if you are the type of person who really wants to know what life is all about and why you are here, get this. To strengthen your energy field, turn away from emotions that keep you in a low vibrations like fear, sadness, and all of that. All right? And this will help to strengthen that protective field around you. So I really hope that you understand the message today. And I really hope that it helps someone. Now, those of you who may have a question that you'd like for me to answer, My email address is in the description. I want to thank you so much for supporting this channel. Thank you for your comments and your letters. And a very special thank you to those that leave a donation. I really appreciate all of you. I wish you all the very best. And I really hope to see you next time.